What's up guys, back in the garage. So today we're going to be installing Boost Auto's Fender Light kit for the 2020 to current 2500s. Only for GM, unfortunately, for you Chevy guys. Yeah, so I got the Fender lights. They're smoked, all white, and I opted for no sequential. I didn't want to have to run another harness from the front of the truck to the back of the truck. Didn't want to deal with it. It looks cool. Just a project that I didn't want to tackle. So they're going to be just plug and play. The hardest part is going to be getting the fender flares off, of the rear at least. I'm going to try a different technique on the front than I've seen in other videos and that even Boost Auto talks about. We'll see if it works, but yeah, let's jump into it. All right, quick side note, when doing these fender installs, this little kit from Amazon, I think it was like 12 bucks. It's going to be a lifesaver. I'm going to link it in the description below. Definitely get yourself one of these. Boost Auto also supplies one. I didn't order it from them because I was like, oh, I got it. I don't got it. All right, so we're going to be removing this fender. You have 5 T15 Torx bit screws on the front bottom mud flap and your rear bottom mud flap. You need to remove both of them so that we can get the flare off. Okay, so you just kind of pull down on it a little bit. It's gonna hang. There's kind of like a plastic clip right in there. It's pretty easy. You just kind of pull down and away from the truck, wiggle back and forth, and there you go. It's out. All right, so this next part sucks. Tried on my my driver's side to use the panel popper tools from Boost Auto. They didn't work really well. Broke a couple clips, but that's why, like I said earlier in the video, get the clip kit from Boost Auto from Amazon. You're gonna need them, no matter how careful you are. If you don't want to take it completely off, you can do this part from here. So it's completely out. Got it unplugged. I'm going to take this wire out. There's just a little plastic tab that's keeping it retained. So I can remove the flare completely. There it is. Alright, we're over here on the workbench. I'm going to go ahead and remove the light now. We need the T20 Torx bit. And there's the ugly amber factory light. Throw this factory one back in here. Alright, and then we just thread our bolts back in. Alright, that light's in. So, as you can see here, this is from both sides. Buy the Fender clip kit on Amazon from Boost Auto Parts. You're going to save yourself a headache of having to wait for parts. And you are going to break them. It just doesn't matter how good you are. So this one right here is going to be a little bit different clip. It's these yellow ones. This one is still good, but it's missing the little rubber gasket, so I'm just going to use a new one. I have them. Alright, so these are the yellow ones that go in the center here. Alright, so if you opted to take your complete flare off, before you pop it back in, make sure you route your plug through the tabs that you pulled it out of. And I'm just gonna want to line it up. Just barely put in. You just kind of want to come around and I'll put back in. Alright, so you can see these tabs, they just kind of slide up in here. So like I said, I'm going to try and do the front a little bit different here than what I've seen. At least on these 2024s and up, there's a pretty big gap here in the fender well. But I'm going to show you real quick and see what I'm thinking, and we'll see if it works out. So right back there, there's your fender light. There's one of your screws holding it in, and then the other one. So here's the passenger side. As you can see, I mean, my hand is fully in here from the upper part. I don't foresee any issue getting this one out. All right, I got my T20 hooked up. All right, got both the screws out, and you can actually just push this out and unclip it out here. All right, we got the new one plugged in. Go ahead and slide it in. I'm gonna keep the plastic on just like I have. And then I'll go reach from the inside again, get it all screwed in. All right, that one's all mounted up. That was super easy. Glad I did it that way. Alright, we tried to get it through the fender. It's just a little bit too tight in there with the washer fluid reservoir. So fortunately, driver's side over here, I'm gonna have to pull the fender liner out. I was able to get one this further back screw out, was able to get it unplugged. That front one's just really tough. I want to get this done though, so I'm gonna pop the flare out, or the inner liner out, and get it installed. I kind of push the wheel liner down, and I really have a lot of room. Got it out. We'll get it cleaned up and get this last one put in there. But get these put in, buttoned up, and we'll be done. Side note, I don't know who the GM engineer, design person, whoever thought these cloth textured fender liners were it. They're not it. They're horrible. I hate them. I wish somebody made some sort of like ABS or something that was molded perfectly to go in here, because these suck. I hate them.